and we are going to be live in the Q&A session for Sloticon 2026. I'm about to enter the room, so come along with me and be part of the Q&A session with Mr. Handpay, Gamble Smart, and all of the other influencers.
Can't beat that.
Hi there. Am I good? All right. Thank you very much. There we go. All right, we are entering the room, everybody. All right. Let's go. Time for the Q&A session. About 30 different influencers here answering slot fans' questions and influencers as well.
Well, how many people had committed that I'm not going to go? So we weren't able to do it over a lot of people. So we have to figure for that in the future. I think also if we do something like this, we want to do it like right after the event, right before the event, maybe in the theater, something like that, so we get more people involved, right? So it's all a learning experience. But again, thank you for everybody coming. Thank you for all of you showing up today or this whole weekend. It's been crazy. Is it that bright? Yes. Yeah, we should turn the lights down a little bit. Yeah, can I just do this? All right, so this is going to be sort of pretty much a Q&A for us. You guys, any questions? You can ask any questions. Nothing's off the table. Unless... All right, so yeah, Danielle is going to walk on the floor here. If you have a question, raise your hand, ask it, and let us know which creator. NJ is going to hand the mic to the creators.
I'm in.
NJ Slack guy.
Thank you, everyone.
If you guys didn't know, a year ago at this time, NJ was pretty much almost dead.
It was. That is a true statement. Much they joke around. It was a rough 2025 to say the least.
Yeah, it was nuts.
So this is fun, right?
No, I'm not doing that with you.
Hey, Chris. I gave me a microphone. All right, let's go. What are we doing? I got some questions.
All right, we got a question over here.
What we got?
I have a question for you, MJ.
I'm ready.
If luck was a person, would it block you or text you at 3 a.m.?
So, the only luck that I have is bad luck. That's what I say. However, because of what Jason was just talking about, I will say this. There is one reason, why I'm lucky outside of my family and obviously all that stuff, and it's this family right here. And the support of the community, because this is the second time that this is being done, and lots of other things that we've tried to put together. And we're a community with there's 1,000 channels out there, and this is what's right here. And our point is there should be 1,000 influencers and creators up here for all of you to see, So I'm very lucky to have, this group behind me and a couple others that couldn't be here because of whatever, because that is absolutely priceless. Period. Can't put a price on that stuff. So that's my thank you to all of you.
I'm going to be honest, Sean, you're really good at that, because I remember if I was saying something like that. That was awesome.
Thank you. Good question.
If you guys didn't know, out of everybody here, who started earlier? Albert?
Albert's OG, man.
What?
Yeah, dude. Albert's OG.
2012? What was the first year you put it on YouTube? I'm going to ask
It
questions.
was the great and powerful Oz, Wizard of Oz slot at Delaware Casino, Delaware Park.
What year?
2012, yeah.
So you could put gambling videos on in 2012.
Well, SD Guy was at that time, so I figured I'd do the same. I was watching his videos and I figured, hey, that was my time. I got a bonus. So I sat there and I recorded my bonus, and it was a good one, and people were actually watching. And so that started, it started.
That's you too, John. That's amazing. So you were 2012. John, when were you, 16?
2018, and Albert's one of the people I was watching when I came. Juicy. What is that? Anyway, sorry, Albert. continue.
So that started it all, and I can't believe I'm still doing this. But it's great to see all these other channels. It's like every year there's enough, more and more. So, when you started out, I remember you reached out to me one time regarding, it was an Ainsworth slot machine that I played, and you commented or remember it now. Did you know? So.
I would say, what we're doing, everybody always comes up and they're like, hey, I want to start a slot channel. I want to do what you're doing. It is very, very, very difficult, right? YouTube, all the platforms make it more difficult every day, right? For all of us. We've all run into some issues with Meta, with like Facebook. I mean, we've talked about this stuff before. I think at one time, I don't know, we were making $60,000, $80,000 a month. And it goes, you want to advertise your video? You want to promote it? Boost it? Yeah, sure. Sounds like a great idea. So I do that. And then I violated the terms and conditions of Facebook. And then they suppressed any future new audience moving forward. And then I was making $4,000 a month. Right? It was absolutely terrible. And I never really got out of that whole sense. It was crazy.
Wow.
I made $7.37. That's like we're listening to him talk. And go, man, $4,000, that's terrible. Yeah, terrible. A house mortgage, what a shame, right?
And I get that, but here's the thing, and it's no different than when I play, and I'm like, and I'm like disappointed with a $10,000 Handpay, but I was betting $500. And I'm like, well, it's like winning $20 on a dollar. So it's all relative at the end of the day.
Of course.
And the same thing like Instagram, what do I get? I get like, oh, okay, you get this Meta email and it says you have a payment and it's 7 cents. I mean, like, what's the point? We get that kind of stuff, so. Who else started before 2020, Kelly? When did you start? You were November of 2020. We'll pass that over to you.
November 2020.
So Casino Kelly and Beyond Blackjack. 6 years. 5 years.
Yeah, so Casino Kelly was November 2020, and Beyond Blackjack was July 2021. And then you and I met shortly after.
Well, that was right after you started.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we played at
Red Rock.
Red Rock. Yeah. Never been back since.
Yeah, many people don't know that, but right when Mr. Handpay started, you weren't very big at all. You were just starting, right?
Like literally, or I was probably bigger then. I was like 385 at one point.
Chris, remember those days, Chris?
In other words, my channel was way bigger than your channel at the time.
It's actually really crazy
By
because
the way, my channel was way smaller than this now, but I had fun, and that's how we went. Like blackjack.
exactly, and it's crazy because when we all start, I actually have a little notepad in my phone where I would tell every single day how many subscribers I had and then what the percentage increase it was. And I was like, what's this gonna turn into? And then I compared it to 3 other channels. Exploded past them, I don't talk to those people.
Yeah, you killed it.
No, I mean, you just, again, there's a lot of luck involved. And I was so excited when I hit 100, when I hit 1,000. And then all of a sudden something happened to my channel and I went from I don't even know, 50,000 to 200,000 overnight. Still never figured out how that happened. It was right after the D-Lucky experience.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
I was like, oh, you're buying subscribers, you're buying subscribers.
I have a question. I have a question for you.
Yeah, let's go.
Would you please tell us about the D-Lucky experience?
Yeah, we can talk about that. So why did I do the D-Lucky experience? I think I did that, Robin.
January of 2020.
It was, I think it was 23. So really, that was 3 years ago? Right now? It might have been. So I went and did the D-Lucky experience, and I was like anybody else, that I was like, I just want to show a Handpay, but I just want to get a little bit of exposure. His videos at that time were taking off. He was getting 15 to 25 million views a month on YouTube, right? And then whatever on Instagram. All that D-Lucky does, he basically goes around and looks at a top dollar. And he'll look on some of those that has that little window where it's 25, 50, 100, or 200, right? And he'll look and see if it says 100, and then 2 things. If it had hit a bonus, he wants to take a few spins. If it has not hit a bonus, in his mind, he thinks that it's due to hit a bonus. So either scenario, you're gonna take like 3 or 5 spins, especially if the denomination is moved away from the minimum denomination, right? And he's playing machines that have fairly low volatility, right? Would I suggest it for anyone? Nope, not at all. Unless you have something you want to promote, and you're a very good-looking human being, because that's how your videos are gonna get pushed out, right? I mean, or you're very lucky, like that one guy that kept doing extra time. I think he had 8 parts to it back in the day, but I don't really watch anymore. But Genius, I think he was charging, I don't know, $1,800, and you literally have 5 minutes. He's making, I think, $40,000 to $50,000 a day doing that. And he's basically just taking you and putting you on a machine, and then, you know, at a certain point, like when we're doing Your Luck Has Arrived, like if I have someone put $2,000 through a pinball machine and we don't hit it, I'll probably hit the next person because I think, you know, you have a chance to hit it. So I'm understanding what he's doing. A lot of people would get mad at him too because he would not post any losing videos. Well, why would you post losing videos? You don't even have enough time to post all your winning videos.
It's very funny that you said that because we're in a community of, you know, hypocritical people in that sense that only share jackpots. Aren't you doing the same damn thing? You know, and they're getting mad at this guy or the scam or whatever it was. That's why I wanted you to explain it. It's not a good story, right? But it was good for everybody else to hear and everybody in the crowd. So I'll tell you one thing. I've never met the guy. I have no ties to him, you know, that don't even, you know, care here or there. But that guy comments on my stuff. Like I said, there's 1,000 influencers in this community and probably 800 that I came before. The guy supports me. How can I say a bad word about him? Right? So keep spreading that community is kind of what I'm saying. But we're so quick to say that guy's a scammer, that guy's a scammer. He's a scammer because he's not sharing his losses. You mean like, you know, some of the top channels people are watching and some of the other channels that come in and still only do that. You know, it's pretty crazy to call this guy a scammer per se. Like he's playing on hot machines. We all know, right? Everybody, we know that. There's no such thing. Hot, cold machines. We can let Gamble Smart take that away if we want, actually. Now that I think about that, right? I mean, put an end to that.
Very true. So one thing that's tough, and what, I mean, everybody up here would say this, like, what ends up happening? So I go and I get a little tilty, and I lose like $50,000 on a machine. Never gonna make that back on a video. Never made $50,000 on a video. But some of my biggest videos are ones where I get down a lot and I win big at the end. So you think, okay, I got a chance to come back. Here's the thing, nobody wants to watch those. And you end up fast forwarding through them, your average view duration goes down a lot. It doesn't help us at all, right? We would love it if you guys watch our videos from start to finish. I would probably, rather than even have the view, have you not even watch it if you're not gonna watch the whole video, because the average view duration is what really helps us, right? Every creator, I think, would agree with that. But it's a double-edged sword. We go in deep, we lose all this money, and we also don't get any views and don't monetize on that video. But the videos that do really well are some of our best. Unless you clickbait. If you clickbait too much, everyone threatens you in the comments. I mean, we've all been there. I mean, we've had a short later.
I have a question after him.
Okay. I think it was here. It was a $1.5 million Buffalo game, right? And what did I do? I think Dita just put $1.5 million, like, jackpot, grand jackpot. That's what it is. We didn't hit it.
You didn't hit 1.5 million on block, right? They say that stuff too, Chris. Like that block. Okay, block. You don't have to say that. Just block me.
All right, we got a question. It looks like. Here we go.
Hey guys, so my question is primarily for Jason, but of course for, you know, any of you guys want to chime in. You've all had, you know, varying levels of success. You're all doing really well, especially compared to a little guy like me in terms of my channel. I just started, you know, maybe like 3 months ago, and you know, it's growing slowly-ish. I've got like 2,700 followers, something like that. So my question is about scaling. So how do you go from like where I am right now to where some of you guys are, like Jason, 1.1 million, you know, like some of you guys 100,000 plus and even more than that. So like, you know, the grind, like I see this, the followers go up like, you know, 2, 3 a day. Today I got 20 and I'm like over the moon because I was here today, you know what I'm saying? So how do you get to where you guys are from where I am? What does it involve?
Well, I think it's exactly what your channel name is, Lucky Break.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta have a lucky break at the end of the day. And I think there's a lot of people, you guys can all speak to this, but I've said this before. Everybody with a gambling addiction and a cell phone now has a YouTube channel. So what you're doing is now you're saturating the market, and there's just so many different people to watch. So there's so much more competition. And it is incredibly difficult to make money, right? Go into that. We could really get deep into that, but how do you gotta be different than anybody else. You gotta do something different. It's either bet size, it could be the style, the way you're presenting it, but it has to be something that people actually want to watch. Because, you know, if you're betting 50 cents or $1 and you're not showing anything else, I mean, that might have worked in 2012, right, Albert?
Yes, back then people were mid-betting and
Yeah.
doing his low roller, doing 50-cent beer house.
Mm-hmm.
Back then in 2012, a lot of us channels were low rolling. You had Vegas Low Roller, who is huge these days. He was betting 50 cents on Beer House. So
Yeah.
that was back then. Now it's a totally different game, and he's betting huge, just to keep up with some of the bigger channels. I see it.
Yeah, and if you can come up with an idea where you can just bet $100 or play from $100 in a video, and you can get 100 or 200,000 views, I think that's sustainable. Doing what I do is not unless you get brand deals.
Yep.
So, anyone else have anything that's?
Yeah, I'll say, just do it.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Mark. Yeah, I'm sorry. Great introduction there, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Like anybody here. A for effort there, huh? You sound excited. I think the one thing, and this is what Dave and I did when we started the channel, do it because you love it.
Yeah.
And you enjoy it. That should be always number one. If you're not having fun, and you're not feeling like you want to do it anymore, it's not going to work for you. You got to do it because you enjoy it, and just start that. The second thing is it's got to be, like Jason said, your personality. At this point, that is what is going to drive people to connect with you, build a community. As soon as people start commenting, make sure you're always in there replying and hearting their comments, making sure that they be seen.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to that, start doing more videos where you are reaching out to the community itself, people that are watching your videos. You know, whether you're doing a live show and you're having them pick which game to play or whatever, you've got to start building a community first, right? After you do that, it is really luck, like Jason said. Keep posting, keep at it. YouTube is so screwed up that the video that you spend the most time on, that you spend 3 days planning and all this kind of stuff, you do editing for 48 hours straight, it will tank.
Yeah.
But the video that you put up because you put it on your cell phone and it's short and you spent 30 seconds doing it will surge to the top. Like, that is just how YouTube works. And
Yeah.
so persistence is key. Keep posting, keep doing something unique, involve the community.
That's it.
Eventually, one of those will be picked up and will cause you to have a surge. And whenever
Okay.
that happens,
Yeah.
keep going. Just
So-
keep going. Don't say, okay, I can just relax and stop posting now. I don't care anymore.
That's
Don't
it.
do that.
Yeah.
You gotta just take advantage of that situation and just let it go.
So when you guys talk about luck, you're talking about like a video that will automatically just take off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there was one of the, I don't know if it's lifestyle creators. It was like a husband and a wife that always do silly stuff to each other.
Mhm.
And what they had talked about is that like everything that you see, almost everything is scripted, right? And they have multiple endings for these shorts and other things, right? So that's what you see on YouTube. They test it and they see which one's going to be the best. Whether, you know, he was nice to her, or he dumped a bucket of water over her head, or he divorced her, or she cheated on him. Like, you got all these different things that are happening, right? And it actually, it sort of made me think, oh, it's not even worth watching it anymore because nothing's real,
Yeah.
right? And we're not doing that. We can't do that, really. You could edit your videos and you could do that.
Yeah.
So it's hard to show live stuff that's happening unless it's a grand or some crazy jackpot
Mm-hmm.
to really get it to take off, especially in today's age.
Yeah.
So, what else? Anyone else have anything on that?
So one of the things that we did, well, we're a very new channel, 7 months into it, 1.5 subscribers. I mean, we're just getting rolling, right? We always gamble. One of the things that we found help us become successful quickly was live streams. So you're asking how to scale it, how to grow it. I can tell you for the first 3 or 4 months, by the way, Benny, 4-Play Fortune, sorry. Anyway, so what we had 400 subscribers for 4, 5, 6 months or something like that. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. And we were banging our heads against the wall. What do we do next? How do we get there? How do we find this? How do we started doing live streams. The first live stream we did was at the Beau Rivage in Biloxi, 450 subscribers in a 3-hour period.
Wow.
We literally doubled our subscriber count in a 4-hour period. Blew our minds, and we said, now we know what to do. We got to do it. We got to do
Lives.
something like Johnny Sluts does. Tuesday Night Mayhem, right? Every Tuesday night, everybody knows Johnny's going to be there. People come in, they follow, they chase it around, and they all know, stuff like that. So that would be a suggestion that I might make for you.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay, this is Karen, we're from South Shore Slots, Southern Mass. I have a funny story about bringing some comedy into it. We hit mega, about 11,000 about 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
A couple hundred views. We made a video about how people bring their trash to the casino. You take your shit out of your car, you put it in a bag, and you're sneaking up the trash can and putting it in. It did 250,000.
Wow.
It was only 10 seconds long versus 3 minutes short. Be yourself and think outside the box. Think of that way, you know what I mean? These sunglasses, as stupid as they are, I wore them in one video, now I'm always recognized for them. I take them off, nobody would say, hey, you're that guy. No, as soon as I put them on, oh, I know you.
Wow.
Be unique, be yourself, but think outside the box.
Thank you.
So that was well said.
Yeah.
I wish I had my sunglasses on right now. I'm Stefan, also known as Old School Slots. What everybody has said here is 100% true. At the end of the day, we all have our little niches, but we're all entertainers. Because when you watch YouTube, it's about entertainment. You're not looking to see how do you fix your leaky faucet or something like that. You're looking to be entertained. So if you're yourself, you're genuine, that's what will drive people to the channel. At the end of the day, no one wants to see Handpays anymore because there are times it doesn't. No offense, but everybody gets Handpays. You have to have something that resonates with people. Whether it's your family, your friends, who you bring to the channel. I used to watch Mr. NJ Slot Guy in his wife beater talking about what he does, how he does things.
Yeah.
And that was something that really resonated with me because I was like, he's a cool guy. And that's why he's wearing the suit and tie and he's got the microphone and with the big guy there.
Yep.
So for all the smaller channels, just keep at it because it's really tough, especially now because as Jason said, everyone that's an added gambler, which I try not to be and teach discipline, because you have to have it, wants the video. You walk around the casino, everyone's taping it with their phones and they post it. So it's something that we have that competition now. So if you're yourself, the views will come and the followers will come.
Thank you.
Well said, Mr. Old School Slot.
So, I think you also want to be very careful, right? Because I talked to Jackpot J Slots over there in the green shirt. He's got a great channel and he's doing exactly what Foreplay Fortune was talking about. He goes live often, right? And you do build a lot of followers from that. But how expensive can that be? When you're playing at your level, you can't go live for $20,000 every day and think that you're going to make it back because it's very, very difficult. So just be careful with whatever you're doing. Thank you.
So what we've been trying to do to build our following, and it's working, it's crazy, we're taking trends on Instagram, and to your point...
Do you want to tell us who you are first? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm Vicky Love Slots, I'm sorry, Rhonda. We've been doing trends, so our social media girl checks what's trending, music, or something crazy, and we've been doing it. Our Instagram jumped in 1 month, almost 2,500 subscribers. And we're rerouting those people to YouTube.
Yeah.
And we're talking about and doing some crazier stuff in YouTube, and our numbers have been moving by doing these trends. For example, we're showing just money, so to get away from like the Facebook issues and stuff like that, we're showing just us getting a Handpay and not $50,000, $1,500, $2,000. We've got views on some of those, Anthony, like 800,000, 900,000 views in like 3 days.
Just the money being counted out?
Just the money being counted from the slot person, and they're blowing up. It's crazy, and it just brought our subscribership in just for that, and it also kind of got around like how Facebook is like, I don't know if anyone else is getting tormented by Facebook, but we are. TikTok has banned us basically, but it's helped. Instagram boosted and then boosted our YouTube, so
Interesting.
trends definitely work too. Like the Alex Girls Come Get Ready With Me, like they love that kind of stuff now. Like
Wow.
you've got to bring that into your channel, we feel, because they may subscribe. So if, like you said, they get to know you and your family and like what you do, it's perfect.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Show the money.
I will.
Before I give it to Johnny Slots here, I do have to give some credit where credit is due. For everyone that has followed the medical journey and everything that I went through, I was in and out of hospitals and people not taking me seriously until Rhonda made one phone call for me. And in 1 month, I had my surgery scheduled with one of the top surgeons and the co-founder of the CSF League Foundation, and that was all thanks to you.
Wow.
Johnny Slots, everyone.
Yeah, that's all right. Good to see you. The moves are transparent. Hey guys, Johnny Sloss. Just to supplement what they said, I'm also a very new channel. I've been out 9 months, 10 months, something like that. One thing I love to do is I go live a lot, but I love to hop in other people's lives. And if I watch a video, I leave a comment like, be present, support other channels. And your name kind of gets out there and you mix fans and you kind of build communities, which is something I found really helpful. And that's why I'm friends with so many people on this stage. So just to add to it.
Cool. Yep. Thank you.
Thanks, Johnny.
Does anybody else out there have other questions? Put your hand up. Oh yeah, here we got one. Oh, Chris, thank you.
Chris has a question. Chris?
I don't know who gave NJ. I have a microphone.
Hey, let me tell you something.
What did he say?
I'm not sure why NJ has a microphone. He's not supposed to.
Jealous. That's what it is.
Pretty strict rule.
Put it down.
He knows I know how to work a room.
About 15, 20 years ago, I'm in a casino. I get a good play. I take out my phone to take a picture. Everybody's jumping down my back. You can't have a phone. I'll put that away, put that away. How was it the first time you started videotaping at a casino? How did that come about? And how were you able to convince them to allow you to?
I think everyone's gonna have a different answer, right? The OGs, the community.
Albert, let's let Albert take it.
Yeah, try
Let's see how it started first.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see how it started first. It's Albert, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, like 13 years ago when I first started, it was kind of nerve-wracking when you're filming in a casino knowing that security or slot attendants will be on your back and watching you. So I had to come up with some little tricks. You know, like in the winter, a big puffer jacket on, the camera inside, I'm looking side to side, and that explained why all my camera work was very shaky because I'm like constantly looking around. So I got through that, but many a times, especially reporting in Atlantic City in Maryland, where I was locally at the time, it was very tough to report. So moving out to Vegas was a great idea for me. I moved out to Vegas 3 years ago and no problem since. So, but it was really challenging back then, 13 years ago, reporting in casinos.
Kelly, did you always ask for permission when you?
Well, of course I did.
You did.
Yes, I always did. Because I'm a scaredy cat.
I think that's the best way to do this. You always want to ask for permission. You're not going to ask for forgiveness here. You ask for forgiveness, you're just going to get kicked out of the casino, and they're probably not going to want you back. You got to play nice with everybody. The casinos would be crazy not to let you do this. Most people are doing it for next to nothing, right? They're not getting any additional free play. They're advertising for these casinos.
And I will add,
So,
most of them, not all of them, but let me add that in this industry, it is a very tight-knit, everyone knows everyone, especially like with the manufacturers, they just kind of move around. You don't want to piss one of them off, because they'll all know about it, so you might as well just do things right, because once you get a good reputation, they all kind of then will trust you.
that's true. And what you were saying up there, without Chris, we're not here today, here at Foxwoods. And that is a fact. So, Chris has a lot of support from his boss, Ed Carlson, and this creates a lot of work for them. Going to meetings with Gaming Commission to get a lot of stuff approved, you know, especially table games. They run into issues with table games. Kelly could attest to that because if you're doing any kind of recording, you could be counting, right? And then have an advantage against the casino. So always ask for permission.
I want to add one thing because I recently got kicked out of the casino a year ago. On Saturday when I went, I had permission from marketing from the casino operations officer, from the slot manager. All these people were happy I was there. I go back the next day. All those 3 people knew I was coming back. But, and Chris can probably nod to this real quick, one hand often does not talk to the other. Marketing doesn't talk to security. Security doesn't talk to social media. Social media doesn't talk to anybody. And that's what happens. And it gets a lot of confusion and it becomes a problem for influencers who even have permission. And then all of a sudden, I'm banned from the casino my first time in 30 years. I've ever gotten kicked out of the casino for doing something I had permission. I didn't even film when they kicked me out.
What really happened?
That's Dave from Getting Smart. We see who the calm one is now. Holy moly. Listen now, not a lot of people are in the black book, so it's good to see that you're in there. Sorry, we got a question. Yeah.
Right here.
Todd.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here. It's a truly great event. Chris, fantastic job. Value the relationships I have with some of you, and I've met a lot of you today. I came with questions, so I came prepared because I was looking forward to this. One of my questions is, how do you balance things that are important to me around authenticity, integrity, humility, with sponsorships that keeps and builds the audience trust?
Take it easy.
Now, I'm not going to speak for Jason, who's probably one of the best at it, for sure. But I'm going to speak from my point of view, that our integrity and authenticity costs us money because we are so unwilling to do things with sweepstakes. We have turned down money. We have turned down money that would have made us go full-time doing this because we do not believe in it. And if you don't believe in something personally, then you shouldn't be pushing it out to people.
Everyone's looking at me. Yeah, everyone's scared. So, no, you guys aren't scared, but, and Todd knows a lot of this stuff. Todd is actually the CFO at Horseplay. So Horseplay is a legal real money game in 18 states. They're 100% regulated. It's not different than DraftKings here in Connecticut and some of the other online games. It's a little bit different, but there's regulators in every state. So Todd knows a lot of this. But I put something out called The Whole Truth and Nothing But the Truth, where I actually exposed a single creator. I exposed a single creator and Mick Luck, Pulse, and Hello Millions and all this other stuff, right? They offered me about $3 million a year, and they wanted me to play with real money, but tell people I was playing with fake money. And I had the whole conversation before.
You said that wrong.
Wait, they wanted me to play with...
Everybody knows.
That's what happens. They wanted me to play with fake money and tell people I was playing with real money. And like, I recorded the entire conversation. These people were from Gibraltar, and I did not trust them from the beginning. And I know there's other people up here that I'm not gonna put you guys on the spot, but had similar offers from them. And there's a lot of other casinos that are all doing the same thing. Buckle up for my next video. Here's the thing, this is the problem with it, okay? The problem with this kind of stuff is, okay, now I just go and win two separate $1 million jackpots in a month after that video came out, right? It's not real. You guys see these people winning these jackpots. It's so incredibly difficult to win anything like that. Here's what happens. Now you go home and you're like, I can do the same thing. Cash out your entire 401k, try to replicate what that guy just did, and you lose everything because you're playing on a separate RNG and there's zero regulation. Try to sue them. How are you going to sue an offshore casino? You cannot get paid because what you're doing is essentially illegal. The sweepstakes stuff is BS. It is not regulated. So do not play on it. If it's any of you guys, we all have received, I'm going to guarantee it, everyone here has received messages, emails, comments that they have played on these sites and they are not getting paid. What do you have as a recourse? Nothing. Zero. But you do with DraftKings, you do with Horseplay, you do with all of these ones. So, that's my rant.
So we're gonna get that out right back, right?
I just want to add to that.
That's the thing.
I just want to add to that because companies like ours have spent 10 years, $100 million on legal and regulatory across 18 states. And it's so important that we have influencers like you that mandate that because we invest so much in integrity for our players so that they win and have good experiences, but know that they're legal and environments. They put cash in, cash comes out. So kudos to all of you, so thank you for this.
And I don't know if you guys do this, but Foxwoods actually will not allow any creators coming here who are working with crypto. Crypto is very bad. I mean, look what's happening with some creators right now, or sweepstakes casinos. So Foxwoods actually made that a point, and they will not allow those people to come here, and some creators to even record here anymore. So Foxwoods is one of the few casinos that is taking that stance bright and early. Right? There's some on the West Coast as well.
Rhonda?
Chris, I actually want to say thank you to you and to Mr. Handpay. Thank you. We, John and I, and some other creators here, we play in Atlantic City, and there's a particular casino there, I'm not going to name them, but they will only allow creators that are big creators to come in. They won't let us come, right?
It's another rant.
I'm not gonna do that, but like think about, you know, the frustration of, you know, when I came in, the Vegas outlets, OG, right? And there was the big payback and East Coast slots and whatnot when I came in. And I feel like I came in at the end of the beginning tier or like the beginning of the middle tier, let's call it, right? Now, I have been trying so hard, it's my home state, New Jersey, right? So where do I always go? Atlantic City. And I didn't know about, and Chris, this goes back to you kinda, I was like, I'm just gonna pull out my phone, these guys are doing it, right? I don't need to do anything until I got stopped, you know? And how hard have I been trying to promote these casinos? I watched Atlantic City fall apart. It was a beautiful place to be, to bring your family and all that stuff. And I'm watching it fall apart, and I go, this whole new thing is happening, and we can revive this entire city. But instead of bringing, which I can bring this entire panel to Atlantic City in one night, on their slowest night, and probably fill up their casino with 500 people without trying. And they would rather pay a big creator, you know, from the West Coast to fly in, pay them $100,000 for the weekend. They're barely gonna, you know, make any revenue or money on it, and they're only reaching a certain demographic, right? Each channel has, you know, the 10 states or whatever demographic, but what if I brought you, you know, Todd, let's say that you're, you know, running a land-based casino. I could bring you 20 different demographics that cover the entire country, and all of them could bring their own audience. Why would you say no to this? And Atlantic City's, it's struggling. Go down there right now. You're gonna see nobody down there, any of these casinos right now. So, until they open up, I'm coming to you, pal, because you will allow them as well. You know, and that's how the community rolls, right, Chris? Yeah.
But I just,
right, nailed it.
I wanna add something to what you're saying. So I was in Atlantic City the earlier part of this week.
Yeah.
I was at Bally's just because I had some free play and comps and stuff.
I'm glad you're standing here with me if you were at Bally's on a
Right? So I went to a restaurant. I wanted to go to Bally's Casino Grill Cafe upstairs on the 6th floor. This place is open every single day, 7 days a week. It was closed, okay? And the guy who works there told us it's closed because the hotel is at less than 10% occupancy. Less than 10% occupancy.
I could be there with all these friends that I have with me tonight, if they want nothing to do with it. So until then, I'll drive north, I guess. Okay? Anybody else here? Hey, Reds.
I have the microphone. Here. Surprise. So, a lot of y'all we just met for the first time this weekend. Some of y'all we've been following for a while now. And going back to the investor meeting yesterday with Jason, you know, I know one of the things we can do is like, don't skip our ads, you know, keep watching through the whole video, don't fast forward. But as a whole, for all of you, I mean, there's so many cool people we met this weekend now. How do we out here as an audience support you all as a group and keep everybody up and running? Because y'all are some of the best that we've met now, and just the integrity wise right there in the build. How do we do that?
That's a real realistic question. Jason from Majestic Slots, ladies and gentlemen.
So I'm a newer channel, I've been doing this for a little over a year, and I wouldn't be up here, I can tell you this, without watching a lot of these other creators. Mark reached out to me after going to his community events, how can the community help us? You already are, you're here, you're doing what you're doing, and being on the big channels and being raced by the big channels, such a small channel. Sorry, I'm losing my voice so much talking today. But you guys are already doing that when you watch our stuff. When we choose to go live, some of them, we go live weekly, some twice a week, some once a month. Whenever we go live, you're already doing that, and being a moderator for some of these channels, keeping the flow going, keeping the chat going, engagement is key. And you're already doing that by showing up to these locations. You're showing up to our live streams. If we have 300, you know what? That's 300 more people that we're going to talk to just at that. We have, I think the largest one I did was with Eric Jacobadudo, and we had, I don't know how many, tens of thousands of people, and trying to reach and make it impactful for you. That's what makes us students. I wouldn't be sitting up on this stage if it wasn't for you all out there. And some of you came from far just to see us. And I'm a small channel to the big channels. We appreciate you all the same. And that's what we do this morning.
I got two, Bailey.
I just want to talk about engagement. It really is key. There's something I do every morning. I go to my regular job. Some of us still work up here, full-time jobs. We go to work, and I spend about an hour. I go through every comment. I like every comment. I put my own comments in. I would give one piece of advice. Everybody but you, Mr. Handpay. If the person you're watching is not responding to you, that's a problem. I do comment on his videos every single day. He's never responded to me, but I still love him. I think it's Facebook. I think you got me.
Yeah, Facebook is just a weird place.
Yeah, for sure. And I just created a video last week, if anybody wants to check it out. It's about why we are no longer recommended on Facebook. I was actually able to speak out to somebody, get somebody live from Facebook, and they explained the whole thing to me. I created a video about it. It's kind of too long right here, but none of you are no longer recommended on here, and it's because of the content we're creating. So my video explains that a little bit if anybody wants to check it out. Engagement.
All right, we got Jade over here, has a question for us.
So I have a question for everyone, but I want to start with Slot Crush. Do you have a slot superstition or ritual?
Sort of. I'm one of those where I talk to the machine and I think I'm gonna be nice and positive with it, and if I am, it's positive speed. So I think when people are negative, that's what you're gonna get back.
Yeah, does anyone else up here have something? Because
Greta does.
I like it.
It was proven multiple times in live streams this weekend. Literally, I have to walk away and a bonus will hit. It's proven, it's out there. Go on YouTube, watch the live streams. How many live streams of Majestic was I in? Yours! I walked away, he hits the bonus. Johnny, how many times? How many times have we been together? I walked away.
There were so many times though where you stayed and we all won.
So many times.
No, it really is true. I walked away. It's true.
Hey, on that, I agree with that. So somebody has to leave at some point. So Robin T, she walked away one time. Every time she walks away, I win. The one time she took a poop. And I won 100,000. So we're gonna make a bracelet. We actually talked about it yesterday. It's Robin Poops. Robin T Poops.
I have a follow-up question for Slot Crush.
She didn't really poop.
So tell us how the channel started.
Oh, one more. Yes.
My name is Melissa. Melissa and David. We're Pareja Poderosa. We're a Spanish channel. And I want to answer to her question. And because you said something pretty funny about coffee or whatever, or he ends up going to the bathroom. So then I play, and then I end up winning. So I feel like when he leaves, we're winning. But when he's there, we're losing.
Do you jack up the bets a little bit too when he leaves?
I think, he's the type of guy that bets low, like, well, $1.50. So then when he leaves, I end up betting like 5s and 10s, and then I end up doing something really good.
Yeah,
So when
yeah.
he comes back, he's like, what just happened? I'm like, man, you need to leave more often.
Thank you for that.
I think that you should keep 100% of the money if he walks away.
I mean,
There's no way he's bad luck. I want him with me every time. That was hilarious.
now he's the $100 guy right now.
So I actually have a question for Eric here, Jackpot Judo. All right. So I've seen this before with other creators. I don't really do it a whole lot. So Eric, what is the average bet on your channel, you think, when you play?
About $5 a spin is probably my average, and I try to keep for, the audience.
Why do you play $100 off camera?
I try to promote responsible gambling, setting walkaway limits, and taking wins and cash out, and gambling it's just for fun and entertainment. And then I'm totally degenerate off camera. So my best video from this trip. So I haven't done any filming yet so far for this trip, but my best video from this trip is my best friend flew in with me from Kentucky, and he's been doing like a behind the scenes from driving to the airport, jamming out, to smacking $15,000 downstairs 5 minutes before the meet and greet. And I'm not filming anything. I'm just literally just spending, just killing some time. So that's gonna be a really cool video that we put out. But to go back to the superstitions, I don't really have any superstitions, but one thing is I never gamble in a bad mood. So I truly believe that. I never go to, because gambling's supposed to be fun. This is for entertainment purposes. We do it because we enjoy it. If you're not having a good time, you shouldn't be gambling. And so I firmly believe that you should never go in and try to gamble if you're in a bad mood. You're gonna have a bad time.
How often have any of you ever won when you do not feel like gambling or don't feel you should be there?
Never.
I've never.
Because you don't walk away. That's the problem. You might get up, but then you just turn into this crazy psycho that cannot stop. And you just keep playing. I mean, we've all been there.
I always play miserable, so this is just how I'm not superstitious either. I go and find the black cats, I cross them first. Next.
I can tell you my superstition for you guys. I can tell you mine.
Oh, that's Chris.
If I'm waiting for you for dinner, limo, anything, you guys are gonna hit a jackpot. They're gonna hit a handbag, and I'm gonna be sitting there waiting for you, and I'm gonna have to wait 45 minutes for an attendant to come over, and then I'm hungry, angry.
Now's your chance, anybody. Let's get it out.
Get out playing 10 minutes before dinner.
That was at the airport too for all of us.
I checked my app before you never extended me like, man, stupid.
So I can understand too what Eric was saying, where sometimes you just want to relax. I would say this: if you guys have a slot channel, you guys want to do something, you got to look at this now as a business, right? Gambling is not fun anymore. You need to record every single thing that you do. I think it's honestly the most important. No shade at Eric, because I get it. Because last night I was going live, and then next to me, I was like, he's betting $114 a spin. Just for fun. And then he's smacking $8,000 handpan. It was amazing.
It's still fun for me.
It is fun. I get it. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's tough. Like, there's only so much time in a day, and I have to film as much as I always have that camera rolling.
You got one over here.
I guess I just want to say, I trust you guys. I think you guys have honesty and integrity. So I appreciate that, and I guess I just want to say, it's nice watching people do what you do for our entertainment. So as long as you guys are enjoying yourself and having fun, we appreciate it. And I just think, keep up the good work.
Put your hands up.
Any final thoughts? We are close to having to do all this.
And creators, if you guys have questions for other creators too, we can do that.
Hello. I just want to say thank you so much, you guys, for being here. This was so much fun. But I do have a question. So especially for all of you who really like add new content all the time, how do you come up with creative, different ideas to keep your followers and to grow your channel, like to keep us engaged?
Still Diggy from Gamblesword.
So Mark and I do a lot of non-gambling, we're actually playing gambling content, so we do a lot of education. We will literally be talking to each other and it's like, I just had an idea. And bam, that's the idea for the video. You are not thinking about it and it comes to you and you gotta write it down because we have forgotten about so many ideas, so we have to text each other so it's all recorded. But it's just an idea pops in your head. And whether you think it's a good idea or it's not a good idea, just film it and let the audience decide.
Yeah, I want to touch on that. And there's also a lot of crossover in the space too. So you think you have a unique original idea, and so I give you an example. I was in Vegas and I was in the hot shower, and all of a sudden it just came to me taking a shower. In the shower, like, I got a fantastic idea. I'm gonna play all the Huff and Puffs, and I'm gonna name the video "How Much Puff Is Enough."
Oh yeah, baby!
Look at this guy in the shower. Think about that, ladies.
So I had this idea of how much Puff is enough. I'm gonna go play all the versions, and you know, I go out, we film it. We had to go to multiple casinos to make the whole video, and we played it, recorded it, uploaded it to the drive, and before we could actually release it, another creator came out with the exact same video, playing all the versions of Huff Puff. So his video came out first, but we could actually have it filmed and uploaded. And back to like Gamble Smart was saying, you never know what's gonna take off. I mean, some of the videos that, you know, I've actually put a plan together. It's like, I'm gonna do an intro, this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna drive 4 hours to the casino, I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna show everybody, you know, what has worked for me in the past, and then I go there and the plan works completely, and I'm like, this is gonna be a fantastic video.
9 of 10.
And yeah, it'd be ranked 9 of 10 of your videos, like nobody watches it. And something you think is like, oh, this is just a filler video, I'm gonna throw this up, and it just takes off, and it goes through the moon, so you never know.
So when John says 9 of 10, he says 10 of 10. What it shows is for your last 10 videos, it'll tell like any period of time what that is ranked on the previous 10 videos. So we're always looking for like 1, 2, or 3 of 10, right? To be outperforming the previous ones. Like when it goes 9 of 10.
I mean, that's said, touch back on Dave there, yeah, so planned a lot of stuff. My best stuff is stuff you couldn't plan or think of, and it's usually when I say something great. Every tagline I've ever had, let's spin, let's win, gotta love those cherries, I just said that. Like, that's it, people loved it. I was like, all right, there it is. And that was easy, you know, it's always that. I've been creating since 2018. I have a couple videos that have 1 million views. My best video is my son walking out with a hanger in his hand and him calling it a hooker. Imagine, nothing to do with gambling, nothing to do with anything I just put my life and soul into, you know, since 2018. Just simple, and that was not set up. I'm telling you guys, that was first take. What had happened was he was in the bathroom and I heard him say it. And he walked out concerned, and then as soon as I happened to pull out my phone and hit play. And that was it. 1.7 million views in like 2 days. I was like, glad I did it right. Thank you can clap for that. And Finn actually has a beef with Mr. Handpay, believe it or not. So every time he calls me, I'll put Finn on, and he made a video calling him a big head. That was a good time. Sorry, I figured I'd mention that. He doesn't have a big head, so made sense. Kid wasn't lying. Sorry, I had to run away with that, sorry. All right, who's next?
So as time goes on, do you creators find it somewhat difficult to be yourself? Do you sometimes feel like you read too many comments and you're afraid to be yourself? Like I'm looking at some of mine, like my videos, and like I can't say certain things, right? You seem to offend everybody with some things that you say. Do you guys see that same thing? So like I have to sort of tame it down. Like I can't say "good boy" to a machine because I now have offended everybody. I can't say it anymore.
This is one reason why having 2 people doing one channel makes things very interesting. Dave date never changes for any reason. For what, it doesn't matter what happens, who says anything, any comment, he's never offended, all that. I'm the crybaby. I'm the guy looking at the comments and somebody says something offending, and I'm just like, this mother, you know, that's it. I'm quitting the channel, I'm leaving, you know, it's like all that kind of stuff. And then the next day, he's like, dude, just calm down, it's fine. It's just a comment, he's an idiot, just block and move on, okay? And I'm like, yeah, but you know that he's thinking it, that means other people are thinking it. And then at one point, a couple days later, I'm like, Dave, we gotta scrap the whole thing and start this whole channel over. We gotta, this guy start doing videos like this, I can't do these anymore, we can't mention that. He's like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? Let's just keep doing what we're doing. And I'm like, no, we gotta change. He's like, dude, you realize it was one comment from one person, and it sent you down the rabbit hole from hell, thinking that you needed to change everything. It's like, you're being ridiculous. And so I'm always facing that, but he's just like, yeah, whatever, we'll just keep doing videos, and you know, we're gonna.
We all need a Dave.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, my Casino Kelly channel comments are great. You guys are awesome. Every now and then you get like Uber and a lot of things over. But, the reason I want to say this is your channel. Please don't get offended if people don't answer all your comments. It's very easy when you have a brand new channel to answer every single comment. The longer you do this, you have to sometimes take a break from the comments. They will keep you alive, and it's not always good for your mental health. So like my Beyond Blackjack, if people up here who film table games know, freaking disaster in the comments. If you didn't bet enough, you bet too much. You should have done this, you should. There's nothing you can do right. 90% of the comments are everything you're doing wrong. And so I answer maybe 5% of those comments because otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. What do you say? What do you say? Like, okay. You know what I mean? What do you say?
I gotta follow up on this with Kelly because I recently filmed with Old School Slots over at Four Queens in Vegas, playing 3-card poker and a version of Let It Ride. And I play from the experience and wisdom of the Wizard of Oz. If you don't know him, go learn him. Go to his website and learn what he has to say. So I don't play a lot of these sucker bets, the trips, the bonus, and everything else. And he said, you're gonna get roasted in the comments. I'm like, bring it. Yes. Bring it, and I will outmatch you every single day. Bring it. Except for the Three Kings. Except the Three Kings.
Hey, David here from I have something to say. So all the time we get like a lot of negative comments. So Mandy goes, she gets really upset. All the time. She goes, listen, when you come from work, you gotta reply to this comment. And maybe, and I love them. So I reply to them, but she's the one like she could text me, oh, go to the phone and check this comment out. So I left it for you. So I'm the one that responds to bad comments. So, and,
It's rubbish stressful, okay, watching bad comments and stuff, saying mean things, because they don't know what we go through, editing videos, making videos. So when I see a bad comment, it hurts, you know? We all want to see good comments, we all want to try to do, you know, our best to give out good content to you guys. And it's not always winning videos, you know, because the majority is a lot of winning videos. At the end of the day, we don't win, casino always win. So, if I try to give out some good content, appreciate it, even if it's a losing video, or if I'm acting some type of way, listen, the best that we can do, David tells me all the time, listen, man, if they say something bad, just say, God bless, thank you for watching.
I always say the blessing. That's it.
Yeah.
Come in.
I'm gonna second what Kelly was saying about table games,
Get on.
videos, and comments. I'm Emma Gambles, by the way.
I am.
Hey, John. Definitely a lot of comments on that. You didn't play it right or something when you play by the book. But I also get a lot of I talk too much, and that's just what I do at the tables. I talk about the hand when I'm playing. But my favorite thing that started happening is people coming to my defense in the reply, basically saying, "Well, don't watch" or whatever. And I really love that. That is the best. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, but you have to grow some tough skin, and you know what? Not everybody's gonna love everybody, and just it's nice to have more people who love you than.
Now, if you
for me, and you've just offended every type of person that there is imaginable. You have nothing to worry about. However, these are real creators that are actually, you know, worried about stuff like that. I have a problem, obviously, right? And see, just remember that for any negative comment that comes any of your way, no matter what happens, the world can fall apart. I will always support you. Don't forget that. And I always appreciate what every one of you do. So just remember that. I will be your Robert Gould Shaw. I told you guys that. Florida.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I have one quick question. Has anybody ever thought about adding, or have you thought about in the future, where regular people just like us could sit at a blackjack table with you and not play like Mr. Handpay, $10,000 a hand, but, you know, $150 a hand, that we could, if we saw you playing in a casino, like, oh, we could register for an event or something like that, where, you know, like we come to this big event, like a Saturday at 7 o'clock, you know, we'll have a couple tables open for X amount of time, and we could actually sit and play with you at a table.
Well, I would say that some casinos actually will not allow that. Like here at Foxwoods, we cannot have anybody else at the table with us. But I mean, there are some other casinos, like I can play at Rivers in Chicago, and I can play with anybody next to me. But what you see, like I don't know how you guys are recording. I'm just not jumping in and jumping out. Like I'm starting at the beginning. We're doing an entire session, and it's really no offense to anyone else, about me and what's going on. Like we can have other people around us, but it also is harder to show that entire table. There's a lot going on with this. If you just want to sit down and play with us, you know, maybe there's something that could be done at some point. Like personally, like I only have so much time in a day. It's very difficult to find extra time to play if we're not recording it. So, but when you're spreading that out to whatever it is, 5, 6, you're on a ship, what is it, 18 spots they have on the table? Just kidding, but they have like 7 or they have a lot on some of those. Cruise ships. You can't see it, you can't zoom in. So, and then I've had it where people are coming next to me and you can't, like, and if they don't see their hand, then people are getting upset in the comments about that as well. So, that's my answer. You guys have anything else?
One last question. Would you go to Stargazer and everybody would come watch you for that?
Yeah, not really. I mean, there's just not enough room up there. So Stargazer is an invite-only area. You have to be a certain level to get up there and do that. And there's just not enough room. And honestly, like for myself, I'm buying in for $100,000 or $200,000. It's no playtime. You know what I'm saying? Like I am in this, and I just don't really have. Like I gotta be in the game, not worry about anything around me. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Like
I can tell you from the casino perspective, it's a regulation issue. We have to watch out for everything, having extra people in the room. We don't know what they're doing, why they're there, what's going on, especially from the gaming commission perspective. That's, you know, we're super strict on table games regarding cyber.
do you guys like see any of those shows on cable that like I robbed Vegas or I took Vegas or whatever? And it could be like I'm sending a signal to some buzzer I have in my foot, right? Because someone else has some eyeglasses and they're coming at us.
What happens to those? You know what happens to those people?
You get your
You get the money, you get the hammer, right? That's right. You gotta be a subscriber, right?
But different casinos will allow different things, right? I mean, and I don't know what it's like in Vegas or a lot of places, but even at the M Resort, I'm pretty much by myself recording.
I just recently was in Pennsylvania, and when I sat down with the Pennsylvania Gaming Board, they obviously see that, you know, sometimes I have a crew with me, and in order for that to happen, everybody needs a background check, stuff like that. I mean, really crazy stuff, like things I've never heard of before, but I'm like, who am I? Okay, this is cool. So now I know if I go there, obviously I'm going by myself, right? Like even my mother and my father, I said this to them as an example. I said, sometimes my mother and father are with me, they roll around, I pull my father, and we're like, now we need a background check, we need to think, I make my father do that before he comes down. So like, that's just Pennsylvania I can speak for just as of recently. Who knows, you know, the other states and what their regulations are for some wild stuff. That's one of them. That's one of the wildest things I've heard, but that's a truth and that's just recent. So hopefully that can, you know, shed a little bit of light on it. Anybody else?
I mean, it's a bit of a wild card sometimes, but also when you have other people at the table.
Also
I'm not familiar with. And I, well, I mean, honestly, Kelly and I were just playing blackjack, before here, and some guy came and sat down, and honestly, I pretty much only play in the high limit room here because it's no issue. And he put a $100 hand out, and I thought, okay, at least he knows what he's doing. He hits on a 14 against a 4, completely ruins the hand, and you know, so it's hard to, especially when you're filming, to have other people at the table. And I've done it at some places where they won't give me a private table that I can film, and I really don't go those places anymore because it's really hard to film a video and make content and not get angry when somebody does something really stupid at the table. So I just find it easier to only film when I know I have a private table and I don't have to worry about other people.
Good one. Good one to break the silence. What do you got, big guy?
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to draw this to a close, so if anybody has any final comments up here.
Thank you, everybody, again. You got something over there?
So I'm Jen from Foreplay Fortune, and we met a lot of you guys, and I just have to say this, we are one of the newer channels too. Our channel started on a sad note because of, it's a bittersweet journey for us, but all these people, a lot of them we've known, a lot of them we met just this weekend. This slot community, I don't care, I'm so tired of hearing degenerates, this, that, and the other. I'm actually a counselor, so that's my real job, but these people, they're real, you people are real, and if it wasn't for this community and all of you, we wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't know Mr. OG here, Vegas Albert, and I'm hoping to go out there in April to meet him. I definitely wouldn't know my new cousin here, Johnny Slots.
Eugene.
Or my boy, John. Or Eric. Or Handpay. Well, Mr. Handpay met years ago. But, and Kevin.
Now we're going right down the line now. You're not committed.
And I will do it here. But anyways, these people and you guys, when you ask about supporting and all of that, it's true. Just support us. Be there for us. When we put out videos, you know, watch them. And if there's something you guys want to see when we actually say, put them in the comments, put them in the comments. Because it is important to us. We do want to entertain. That's what it's about. Don't beat the machines. Don't be a degenerate in that respect. But understand this, all of us here, we all bleed red blood, just like you guys. But you know what, at the end of the day, we love you. We can't do this without you guys. Mr. Handpay didn't get where he was without you guys. None of us would get there without you, so keep supporting, show up for these events. And as far as events, Jason, Chris, thank you for having us. And we're looking forward to many, many more. So everybody, be a little bit of a degenerate on those retreats tonight. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Well said. Here we go.
Hi everybody, my name is Gina with Married to Slots. This is my husband Los. We're really married in real life.
Congratulations.
Thank you, 26 years in. But I just want to thank you, Mr. Handpay, for having us. Chris is always great when we come to visit Foxwoods. NJ, you have been a great help making sure we have contacts in different places in Atlantic City. So I just want to say thank you for having us here again. This is our second StarCon.
That's right. You too.
And it's so good to see people who remembered us from the last time we met so many people. And Donna, she's over there. I know that's your girl, but she's our girl too. Hey, Donna. And thank you so much for having us. That's all.
Thank you, guys. And thank you, everybody, for being here. We hope that we're going to be able to continue to do this. Have a StarCon 3. We'll definitely get to planning that and try to make it better, bigger, and better. Yeah, summertime might make more sense, but it's just, we've had some bad luck with the weather here. You guys are stuck here. Yeah.
Nice move.
And hopefully we'll be able to give you guys tons of notice whenever we do the next one, and hopefully everyone's able to make it again, so. But no, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you to all of you who showed up. All right, so anyone going live tonight? Oh
Look
yeah.
at that, look at that. 2, 3.
All right, Kelly's going live in 10 minutes. Your 1,000th video is coming up. So Kelly, what time you're gonna go on YouTube? On YouTube. All right, watch her. Don't watch me. It's just a little thing.
I'll be at the Woodlands bar. Here you go, man.
No, definitely watch this. It's not going to be on Casino Kelly. Make sure you guys watch that at 8:30 on YouTube. Very, very important. Who else? Nah, I'm doing DraftKings first, so it doesn't count. I'm doing DraftKings, so it's not a big deal. You're going to have to do something right on time. 9 p.m. All right, anybody else? Nobody else going live. All right, and then I'm going to go live on my channel, I think, at 10 o'clock. YouTube. Yeah, so we're going to do that. So. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great night. Travel safe. Thank you, Chris. I'm going to take this with me. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you.
Call Janice. I'm sure it was.
Thanks a lot, Jason. Good to see you, man. All right. Sorry, no problem. No worries.
Here, let me call you back because I gotta find out what this is.
All right, so that was the question and answer. Whoops, blocking myself here. That was the question and answer period, and that is an end to SlotaCon 2 here at Foxwoods Casino Resort. So this was the first experience for me. It was really cool. Got to meet a lot of the influencers around here and ask them for their advice for newer slot influencers like myself. It was really, really informational, really educational, and a lot of fun. These guys are really good guys. So that was great. Concludes our SlotaCon day. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them, and I'll be happy to chat with you guys. Thanks again. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ciao, guys.